Hi guys, it's Renee Braunrain on YouTube. It is May 12th, 2011, and I am 76 days post-op and still pretty much 31 pounds down. But I guess when you look at the grand scheme of things, 76 days and 31 pounds, it's not so bad. I guess like today I was watching John Wiley 77, his video, and he's just motoring. He's averaging almost 2 to 3 pounds a week. I think sometimes probably even more, and he's lost quite a bit. And you know what? He's such an inspiration, I tell you. I think what my issue is that I haven't had any major issues with any PBs. Now, perhaps if I would have had a PB, maybe I would be more cautious about the foods that I'm eating. I don't know. I just noticed that I'm able to eat pretty much anything, and I'm now going over the cup mark. I try to stay in the cup section, but there's sometimes where I'll be a cup and a half, almost 2 now, between all the food groups. Like, it's not just one major food group. I'll have a bigger piece of a protein. Like, I had a bigger steak instead of a deck of cards size. I had a little bit bigger. And then I had my carrots and my vegetables, and then I had a potato, and they're only the little baby potatoes, but still I had a potato, and then on top of that, then I'll have a half of a piece of bread, and I'll put butter on it, which is another no-no, but which I never did before. And I think, yeah, you know what, this is the reason why I'm only 31 pounds down, is because I'm not watching still. Like, I look at that 1 week where my husband and I did the detox diet again, and how I went down 4 pounds within 5 days, and I think if only I'd be watching what I was eating, I'd be losing weight on a regular basis. So I only have myself to blame, and I don't blame anything else other than that. I don't have any other excuses. And I do get some form of exercise every day, but I don't sweat it out. That's another one of my issues. I'm not sweating it out. So for those of you who are coming after me, when it comes down to it, if you watch Banded Wendy or Sky Moon and Katie, a new toy for Katie, they're all working it out, and they're exercising, and they're making it a regular thing in their day, regular part of their day, and that's what it is. So I have nobody else to blame but myself. So I am going to stop complaining. But I do have one complaint. Here in Canada, we have to pay for our operation, which I know there are many people in the US that have it covered with medical insurance. And unfortunately here we don't. We have to pay it. And I would assume that I would expect that with the amount of money that I paid to get this operation done, I would be able to get better, I guess, support from the staff and stuff, which I have been getting. It's just I called to book my fill, which they call back promptly. I have no other issues with them. They're great nursing staff. They're so nice. And the thing is, when they called back to book my appointment, I live in a small town about 8 hours away from where I had my fill done. We had to take time away from our business, my husband and I, to drive down for me to have the operation. Now, I was hoping that they would be able to find a doctor here that would, sorry about that. I noticed that my business phone was ringing, and again, I'm a busy lady today. Now, they called me back and they suggested, well, here, why don't you go to Thunder Bay, which is, again, 10 hours away from where I am. And I really don't feel like going 10 hours in order to get a fill. The girl called back again and suggested maybe Sudbury or North Bay, which it's closer, but they're still 4 hours away for a 15-minute fill. It's not like I can go and, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to look for a doctor here in my hometown that would do it for me, because I know that Slimband will send a package to them so that they learn how to do it. And, you know, who knows, maybe later as I'm losing more weight and people ask me, oh, how are you doing it? And I become an advocate of Slimband, there would be more people, you know, up to going for it, because we have the support here, the medical support, I guess you would say. Because when I had my issues with my port scar, and the doctor had found that extra part of stitch that wasn't dissolving, and he cut it out, he said, people here haven't seen this before. Like, he wanted at first they were thinking of maybe giving me an ultrasound to see if there might be some other issues inside, but he said really the doctors here wouldn't know what to look for, because none of them have seen it before. None of them have experienced Slimband. So I look at that and I wish I would have thought of that when I was getting ready to get this done, because then I probably would have went out and tried to find a doctor who would have been with me along the journey, which I haven't seen a doctor since, other than going to the merge for the port scar. I haven't seen a doctor since about my weight loss. So I see a lot of the videos that I've been watching, they're getting a lot of support from their doctor as well, and that is great. So if you have a doctor and you get this done, I think that's an extra bonus for you, because then you have his support as well, and it's wonderful. So hopefully in the next month or so I will book a fill and I will get it done. I'm hoping I think maybe we might take a trip to Toronto, and then I'll just work that in at the end of the trip, because heaven forbid I get it done at the beginning of the trip and then I start PBing, then I'll be pissed. Excuse the language. But other than that, things are going well. I'm feeling good. I've been doing a lot of spring cleaning, so getting some muscles, and yeah, just keep on keeping on. And I enjoy watching New Toy for Katie. She's, I don't know, I listen to some of the things that she has issue with, and I think she's done so well, and I think a lot of times we get too hard on ourselves, and maybe sometimes we don't get hard enough on ourselves in my case. But you know what, I'm doing well. I'm happy with 31 pounds so far, but I'm going to take that extra step to, you know, do more. I have to be harder on myself, because someone yesterday had said to me, when you work hard and play hard and everything in your life you do with ferocity or ferociously and hard, that life just seems easier. All like I guess basically if you're in sports or something and you do sports really hard, like you're hard on yourself, and then if you're studying stuff, then you're hard on yourself. Everything else just seems to fall into place. You just, I don't know, I guess you reach a balance. So the other night I did go for a bike ride. I don't know how long it was. I think we were gone for about an hour and a half, and I'm going to have to get a new seat, because that seat was not comfortable. And so that was 2 days ago, and yeah, I'm still, you know, kind of sore in that area, which, you know, it wasn't just me, my husband as well. He said he'll have to try and find a gel seat. But, you know, at least I'm trying to get some sort of exercise in, and I just hope I will get harder on myself, because I'm not hard enough on myself, and I need to start rocking it. So for all you out there coming watching my videos or deciding whether or not you want to get Slimband. It's a tool, people. It's a tool to help you. It's not a miracle cure. It's not going to do it on its own. It's there to be a partner with you, and you need to work hard at it just as much as anything else. So, am I proud of myself so far? Yes, damn right I am. I've worked hard. I've reduced the amount of stuff. I haven't had pop since February 11th. That's something that's unbelievable. I used to love it. Wasn't, a huge drinker of pop, but at least one pop a day. And I think, there's a lot of things that I've given up that I never ever thought I could. So my willpower is there. Sometimes I just, let it go all dormant and try not to work hard. So, you know what? I'm going to kick my ass and I'm going to start working hard. So, I hope everybody has a great week, and hope you're having a lot of non-scale victories as well as your scale victories, because those count just as much. And keep being inspiration to others. Take care.